Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to automate invoice data extraction from email PDFs to Airtable using AI agent. So here my objective is that whenever my team is going to mail me a new invoice on my Gmail account, then using email parser by Pabbly, I want to receive the mail, and after receiving the mail details, I want OpenAI to extract the details from that invoice PDF received, and after extracting the details, automatically that detail should be added over here in my Airtable as a new row. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my email parser with OpenAI and Airtable account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically extract the invoice details from PDF attachments in your emails and send them to Airtable using an AI agent. This will save you time, reduce manual work, and help you keep all your invoice data organized. Alright, so as you all know that I run a business and I often receive invoices as PDF attachments in my emails. So now manually opening each email, downloading the PDF and entering the invoice details into Airtable takes a lot of time and increases the chances of errors. So by automating this process with an AI agent, I can extract the important details like invoice number, amount and date directly from the PDF and send them to Airtable automatically. This saves me hours of manual work, keep my data organized in one place and helps me track payments and expenses more efficiently. Alright, so now here my objective is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new mail on my Gmail account with the PDF attached, then automatically OpenAI is going to scan the PDF and extract the details from that invoice, and after extracting the invoice, automatically that is going to be added over here in my Airtable account as a new row. Alright, so now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Gmail account with my OpenAI account and my Airtable account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this Create Workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this Create Workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as Automate Invoice Data Extractions from Email PDFs to Airtable using AI Agent. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Learn My hyperlink given over here. And it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this Create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is the response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as email parser, as by using email parser I'm going to extract the email received on my email address with a PDF. Alright, so I'm going to use my trigger application as email parser by Pabbly, and here I'm going to select my trigger event as new email received, so that when I'm going to receive a new email on my email address, then automatically and instantly I'm going to get a response over here, and you can see automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received email parser address. That means I can use this email parser address to connect to forward my emails to this particular particular email address. So for that, I'm going to copy this email parser address and let me all take you to my that Gmail account. So this is my Gmail account, and here what I want is that I'm going to forward the mails of this particular Gmail account to my Pabbly's workflow. So for that, I'm going to click on the settings, and here in the settings, I'm going to select see all settings. Now here in the settings, I'm going to select forwarding and POP or IMAP, and then I'm going to add a forwarding address over here. And now from here, I'm going to add the forwarding address received to our Pabbly's workflow, and then I'm going to click on this next. And here it is asking me to verify the account, so let me verify the account. And here you can see it says forwarding mail to this email address, so I'm going to proceed. And here you can see we have successfully added a forwarding address over here. And now after adding the address, let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. Alright, and here you can see we have received a successful response over here. That means here we have received the forwarding confirmation response over here. So now here to verify the forwarding, what we are going to do is that we are going to move to this body text received, and here you can see the link that we have received over here. So we are going to copy the link over here, and then we are going to move to a new tab, and then we are going to open that in a new tab. And here you can see it says please confirm forwarding email of this to this. So I'm going to confirm the email address over here. And it says confirmation success. That means we have successfully confirmed the forwarding email address over here. Alright, so now after verifying the forwarding address, what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this recapture email parser response. And here you can see as it is waiting for email parser response. So now here to get the response, what we are going to do is that we are going to send a mail to our email address so that we can receive a response over here. So for that, I'm going to use another Gmail account, and here I'm going to enter the receiver's mail address. And here I'm going to enter the subject as invoice for demo user. And here I'm going to enter the text as hello. Please find the invoice attached over here. And then I'm going to upload an invoice over here. And here after uploading the invoice, I'm going to click on the send, and it says message sent. That means here we have successfully sent a mail over here. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the entire email details such as the display name. Here you can see the email address. Here you can see the subject as invoice for demo user and some other details as well. And here in the last you can see the attachment link. That means the PDF that we have attached over there on the mail, we have received a link for the same. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up this trigger step as well. So now here after receiving a new email through our email parser, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to extract the details from the PDF received. So here before moving forward with that step, what we are going to do is that we are going to add a filter condition for this workflow so that only the email containing the invoices should be moved forward for extracting the details through OpenAI. And for that I'm going to use filter by Pabbly, and here I'm going to select the action event as filter values, and then I'm going to click on this connect. Moving forward, it is asking me to add a condition over here. So I need to select the label on which I want to surpass the condition. So the first condition that I want to surpass is on the label of subject. So I'm going to select the first label as subject over here. So this is the subject, and here I'm going to select the filter type as contains. You can select the filter type as per the condition, and here I'm going to select the value as invoice. That means if my subjects contains a word that means invoice, then automatically this filter condition should surpass that email. And not only this, I'm going to add one more and condition over here. You can add some more conditions if you want. Alright, so I'm going to add one more and condition, and for that I'm going to select the label as attachment links, and here I'm going to select the filter type as exist. That means the attachment link should be existing over here. Alright, so now after adding the filter conditions, I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and here you can see we have received a successful response where the status is success and the message as condition is true. So with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after surpassing the filter, what we are going to do is that we are going to extract the details from the PDF that we have received. So for that I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI, and my action event as extract content from PDF or image, so that by using this action event it should extract the content from the PDF that we have received on our mail. Alright, so now here to connect my open account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your open account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar, and here in the API keys you can see some existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key, and here I'm going to give a name to my key, that is invoice data. And then I'm going to select the project as default project, and then I'm going to create the secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the OpenAI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the models available over here. So I'm going to select the model as GPT-4o Mini. You can select the AI model as per your need, and now here after selecting the AI model, it is asking me to enter the image or the PDF URL. So it says enter the image or the PDF URL. Here supported file types are these. Ensure that the URLs are publicly accessible and downloadable. That means here I need to enter the PDF URL that are publicly accessible and downloadable. So now here instead of entering the URL manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that when we're going to receive new response through our email parser, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the PDF URL, I'm going to map the attachment link received over here, moving forward, and then it is asking me to enter the prompt. So I need to enter the prompt that I want to give to AI to extract the details from the PDF. So let's suppose that if I'm going to give the prompt as I want to extract the purchase order, or you can say the order number, bill to detail, product name, quantity, and some more details, then we are going to receive the details in a paragraph format. But here I want to receive the details in a proper organized format so that I can add that separated values in my Airtable as a new row. So for that, what we are going to do is that we are going to use another feature, that is structured output, to get the organized format details. So now here the question is that how we are going to receive the JSON object here to get the response in structured output. So now here to get the JSON object over here, what we are going to do is that we are going to navigate ourselves to this link given over here, and after navigating to this link, what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this generate, and here we are going to add the name of the fields that I want to extract from that particular invoice. So here you can see the invoice that I've already created, that I have sent on my mail, where I have received the details such as purchase order number, date. Here you can see the bill to details. Here you can see the order number, requested by, approved by, departments, item name, quantity, unit price, and the total. So now we are going to extract all these details. So for that, what we are going to do is that I'm going to give all the fields name over here. So let me give the fields name. Alright, so I have successfully given the fields name, and then I'm going to click on this create. And here you can see we have successfully received a JSON schema over here for each of the field that we entered. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to enter the JSON schema received. So this is the JSON schema, and now after entering the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have successfully received the details, where we have received the purchase order number. Here you can see the order number, bill to, product, quantity, unit price, total price, note, and the bill date. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after extracting the details, I'm going to add all these details received in my table as a new row. So for that, what we are going to do is that we are going to add another action step over here, and here I'm going to select my action application as Airtable, and here I'm going to select my action event as create a record. And now here to connect my Airtable with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Airtable account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Airtable. And here you can see Pabbly Connect is requesting for the access. So for that, I'm going to add all resources, and then I'm going to select a base that I've already created with the name Invoice, and then I'm going to click on this grant access. And authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the base name. So I've already shown you that I have my base with the name Invoice and the table name as table 1. So I'm going to select my base name that I've already created with the name Invoice, and then here after selecting the base name, I'm going to select my table as table 1, moving forward, and again here I'm going to map all these details. So here for the purchase order, I'm going to map the purchase order detail. Here for the order number, I'm going to map the order number. Here I'm going to map the bill to. Here I'm going to map the item name, and here I'm going to map the quantity ordered. Here I'm going to map the unit price. Here I'm going to map the total price. Here I'm going to map the date received, and lastly here I'm going to map the note. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added all the details in our Airtable. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully added a new detail over here in our Airtable as a new row. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as email parser by Pabbly and our action as filter by Pabbly, open an Airtable, so that whenever we are going to receive new mail on our Gmail account with an invoice attached, then automatically it is going to surpass the entire values received to a filter for two conditions. One is for the subject containing invoice word and another is attachment link existence. And once the values are going to surpass this filter, then automatically OpenAI is going to extract the details from the invoice received. And after extracting the details, automatically that are going to be added over here in our Airtable as a new record. Alright, so these were the steps to how to automate invoice data extraction from email PDFs to Airtable using AI agent. I hope these tips were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.